Lesson 26, Dialogo. Mr. Blackstone. What are you doing this fine afternoon, Miss Linton? Miss Linton. I am currently arranging flowers for the parlor. And yourself? Mr. Blackstone. I'm writing a note to the vicar regarding tomorrow's sermon. Verbos con preposition. To be engaged in writing correspondence, to be involved with the children's lessons, to be occupied with arranging the parlor, to be preparing for the evening's recital, to be waiting on Lady Fairchild, to be tending to the rose garden, to be focusing on polishing the silver, to be sewing for the winter charity fair Oraciones 1. She is preparing tea in the drawing room at the moment. 2. The children are rehearsing their recitations most diligently. 3. I am reading a delightful volume of Wordsworth. 4. They are currently arranging the hall for the guests. 5. He is polishing the silver tray most attentively. 6. The ladies are embroidering napkins for the charity event. 7. I am writing to my cousin in Wiltshire this very hour. 8. Miss Edith is playing the pianoforte with great poise. 9. We are setting the table for luncheon. 10. The gardener is planting tulips beneath the east window. 11. I am listening to the birds from the veranda. 12. She is lighting candles along the corridor. 13. They are discussing the estate's affairs in the library. 14. He is teaching the children their catechism. 15. I am knitting a scarf for Father's birthday. 16. Mother is resting after her morning walk. 17. We are presently waiting upon the rector. 18. The parlor maid is sweeping the front steps. 19. I am composing a short ode to the spring. 20. He is preparing his speech for the parish council, what is occurring at Dunsmuir Hall. The grandfather clock had only just struck 3:30 when Miss Georgiana Langtry was seen walking swiftly across the marble corridor of Dunsmuir Hall, a stack of linen in her arms and a furrow of concentration upon her brow. The household was, without exception, engaged in preparations for the evening's candlelit musicale, and every servant, guest, and family member seemed to be occupied with some essential task. Mrs. Pembroke, the housekeeper, was in the kitchen, directing the scullery maids and inspecting the sponge cake with meticulous attention. "Be certain you are measuring the brandy correctly," she warned, "for Miss Langtry insists it must be neither more nor less than tradition allows." In the blue parlor, 2 of the younger cousins were rehearsing their duet, the older boy tapping the rhythm with a polished walking stick, while the younger one kept forgetting his part, though trying his best to recover with a sheepish grin. Meanwhile, in the conservatory, Lady Merivale was selecting blossoms for the centerpiece and muttering softly to herself, "The roses are too proud. I believe I shall make do with the violets and some lavender sprigs." In the guest room, Miss Elspeth Bramble was writing a rather dramatic letter to her confidant in London. "I am presently lodging at Dunsmuir, where all are bustling about like bees in springtime," she scribbled. "Even the butler is carrying chairs from one salon to another, and Lady Langtry herself is currently supervising the hanging of velvet drapery." As for Mr. Horace Bellamy, the choirmaster, he was pacing back and forth near the east entrance, muttering musical phrases and waving his arms gently in tempo. "The children are not attending to the phrasing," he lamented to the rector. "I fear they are reciting their lines like common verse rather than imbuing them with the reverence they demand." At last, as the afternoon deepened into evening, the chandelier was lit, and Dunsmuir Hall glowed with golden candlelight. The guests were arriving in fine carriages, and the air was filled with the rustling of silk, the scent of violets, and the gentle murmurs of polite conversation. One might say that no single person was idle. Everyone was engaged in something worthy, something lovely, something that spoke of the elegance of the age,